Houston James Harden. You said, right before his MVP years, he was really a killer back then when you were on his team. Why couldn't that Rockets team win a championship?
You know, sometimes what I've learned the past 8 years of being in the NBA, egos can get in the way of a lot. Um, it's just tough it's rare that you have a team who guys really don't care about, certain stuff. But we had a lot of egos on that team, and I love everybody. I love everybody on that team. We had a really good team as far as name wise, but as far as egos go, guys, your personal vendettas and stuff like that, and with to their own right, being a professional in the NBA, you have to think like that sometimes. You have to be kind of selfish sometimes like that because you have to be able to prepare for the next career. But one thing I've also learned being in the NBA on really good teams is that when we win, everybody wins. And it goes back to me playing in Charlotte that year. Obviously, we know it was one of those type of years where we're about to have very soon, where guys start getting crazy contracts again. But the TV deal had just hit for us in Charlotte, but we were winning, so we had like a franchise record in wins. We were real. That was the closest team I've ever been, other than the Lakers, like the closest team I've ever been on. And we were winning. So I think 9 guys out of 15 or 10 guys out of 15 got paid that year. Um, and some stayed on the Hornets, some, left and go. I was one of the guys that left and went. But, when you win, everybody wins. And I feel like a lot of teams, even to this day, really don't kind of understand that because it's like a dog eat dog world in the NBA. Like, even in the business world in general, like it's a dog eat dog world. You have to be able to protect yourself and protect your interests later on down the road. So I think we had a lot of personal agendas on that team that year, but that doesn't stop guys being the players that they were, So
And Troy, how about that game winner against Portland, Game 3, 2014? You're a rookie. The commentator said Troy Daniels hits the biggest three of his life. Is that still true to this day?
yeah, I think to a certain extent. I think another big three that I hit that I felt like solidified me getting a big deal the next year was the Sacramento Kings when I hit that buzzer beater, or I might not have been a buzzer beater, but it was a game winner. And I had like 32. I think Cousins had like 50 that game. Um, I think the Rockets shot was unbelievable because not only just the shot, like that whole series I had was a really good series. Like the game before that, I think I had like 16, or the game after that, like 16. Like I was really playing very well. Um, so I think, obviously with the shot, it gave me the chance to get into the door to the NBA. But I feel like the biggest shot, which I feel like, because once I hit that shot, I just knew. Like my agent had called me right after, was like, "Wow, you know what I mean? Like you really solidified yourself." Was that Sacramento Kings again? So
Amazing. And yeah, my following question is what's it like to be in the zone? And how does it feel mentally?
when you're in the zone, you feel like you can't be stopped, and it's kind of weird. I feel like other players can attest to this too, as well. Like when you're in that type of zone, or like you're you're playing in front of 40, 50,000 people on top of the subscribers on YouTube, whatever, watching the games too, and the TV watching the game. It's like I'm able to zone out everything, and the only thing that I focus on, or only thing that I can see and hear is stuff on the court. It's so weird, but it's almost like I just go into this zone, like tunnel vision of I got this guy in front of me. This is my matchup. This is our game plan. What we're doing, and I don't hear anything. Like even when fans are talking and stuff, like I see a lot of guys like saying stuff to fans now because they're screaming this and that. I don't really hear any of that. You know what I mean? And that really helps me get into the mode of like, okay, yeah, like this guy can go off at any given time. You know what I mean? So once that happens, I mean you're gonna need a couple double teams, or you're gonna need to figure something out to be able to stop me from getting the shot off. So at the end of the day, that tunnel vision is crazy, man.